Hi, I'm Margaret Brown, founder of SocializeLA.com, and I am here to talk to you about the foundation of a successful social business plan. And the first thing you're going to need to do is to designate. Designate a person who is in charge of your social media posting and engagement and content aggregation. Designate a place where you house all of your content, your videos, your photos, your passwords. You want to be very organized. Trust me, the other side of that is complete disorganization, and I've seen some very sad situations where accounts couldn't be recovered because nobody knew who had the password. So you want to avoid that. So designate a person, or maybe even a couple of people. Designate an email that houses all your social media accounts and just a place that's kind of like the catch-all for social media. I like to use Evernote as one of my ways to keep my blog ideas and my content ideas, and that is definitely a designated spot for me. Define who your target audience is, define your goals, define what actions you want people to take. I always teach that no matter what you're doing, whether you're just saying something very motivational or something funny, you always want to have some type of a call to action. So define what those calls to actions are. What do you want your audience to do after they've read your post or read your blog article? You need to guide them. Don't let them guess what their next step should be. Is identify. Identify where you should be online and be there. Decide what the time commitment is going to be. Is there someone on your team who is going to be doing this full time? Is that necessary in your business? Or are you going to be writing content? Or do you have people writing blogs, other people writing emails? You need to decide how much time is going to be spent on this and then delegate certain tasks. The fifth foundational piece is creating a plan. Once you have numbers 1 through 4 done, you are on the right track. That is all part of the plan. Identifying, designating, understanding how much time is going to be spent. But you need to put all of that together and create your plan. I know that sounds easier said than done, but if you don't have a plan, you're just going to be shooting from the hip, and I'm telling you that's not a great strategy. You're going to be asking yourself, what am I getting back from my social media efforts? I don't want you to be there. I want you to know what your social media is doing for your business, where your challenges are, where your opportunities are, and what you guys are doing great. So you need to have a plan. Is create a schedule. And that schedule is, okay, every third Thursday of the month, we're going to launch a new video or a new blog post or a new email newsletter. Have your schedule so you know what you need to do next, what your team needs to do. It'll help. It'll help in the creative process and in the organizational process. And lastly, stick to your plan. If you don't see the successful results that you were expecting in the first 2 weeks, 2 months, sometimes even 6 months, don't give up. It's all about consistency and flexibility. If something's not working, you need to be flexible and you need to move it around. But social media is not going anywhere. This needs to be part of every business's plan. I don't care what industry you're in, who your target audience is. So you need to stick to it. Make sure that your posts are going out regularly, that you're engaging with your audience, you're not just posting, and track your progress. Is your following increasing? Are people liking your posts? Maybe you need to invest in some advertising on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, or Google AdWords. These are all tools that you can use and that are at your fingertips. I want to encourage you to be creative and put yourself out there because people want to hear from you. You might be saying, there's a million people talking about what I'm talking about, but your audience wants to hear it from you. There's something that will never go away, no matter how involved social media gets. The fact of the matter is that people hire those that they like, know, and trust. And social media, if done correctly, people can really relate to you and they can understand who you are and they can feel like they know you. And let me tell you, That shortens the sales cycle. I want to leave you with this one thing. I want you to be wildly excited about the possibilities. If you have any questions or you're thinking about hiring an outside agency, I would love for you to consider Socialize LA to be a resource for you. Please visit socializela.com and schedule a call with me, and we'll see what you need.